Merry Christmas, Avery. Welcome to Lolly's Library. Today we're going to read a pop-up book that's perfect for a cold, wintry day. Asher and Eleanor loved to read this book when they were little. Do you have your copy of The Mitten so we can read it together? When you hear this sound, it's time to turn the page. Go ahead and open up to the first page and we'll get started. It was a cold and windy winter morning, and the little boy hustled up the path, dragging his sled behind him. He was dressed for snowy adventures, from his knit cap to his warm boots to his two soft mittens, which hung from his sleeves on a piece of string so he wouldn't lose them. The boy headed to his favorite spot, a stupendous hill, perfect for sledding. He dashed through the trees, eager for his first long slide across the snow. But as he jumped over the stone wall at the top of the hill, one of his mittens caught on a low branch. The boy was going so fast he barely felt the small tug of the mitten before the string gave way. He was out of sight and down the hill before his mitten even hit the snow. All was quiet. Then, tiny shivering mouse darted out from the stone wall, saw the cozy mitten, and crept right in. Okay, Avery, now it's time for you to pull down on the snowflake at the top of the mitten and look inside. Ooh, look at the cute little mouse trying to stay warm. Soon, Bunny hopped along. The mitten caught his eye, and being a curious fellow, he jumped in right next to Mouse. Can you pull gently on the tab at the bottom of the page and help Bunny slide into the mitten? Good job. Yours might work better than mine. Asher and Eleanor have played with this one a lot. Next, Fox wandered by. What a snug place this is, she thought, when she discovered the mitten and crawled inside. Mouse and Bunny moved over to make room. You can spin this wheel over here. It's a little hard to spin sometimes, but if you have Fox up here on top, you can spin it and help him get. I'm having a lot of trouble spinning this. Hopefully yours is better. All right, you can put him in there and then turn the page. If you spin the wheel on this side of the page, you'll see some birds fly overhead. The wind blew through the treetops and swirled down the lane. Lynx padded out of the forest and saw the mitten. What's this, she thought. How charming. And she nuzzled the mitten open and squeezed herself in. All the animals cuddled together in a warm ball of fur. The wind was still for a moment. Then Wolf came loping up the hill. Up the other side trudged Bear. You first, said Bear. No, you, said Wolf, and they ended up jostling and cramming their way into the mitten together. You can use this tab over here to kind of slide the mitten and help Wolf and Bear wiggle into the mitten. Now, the mitten's knitting was strong and true, but even so, it was stretched to the limit. Poor Mouse was at the bottom of the pile. I need more room, he thought, and found a nice soft spot right on Bunny's belly. He wiggled his whiskers happily, which tickled Bunny's tummy. Bunny started to giggle and twitch, and her ears tickled Fox's chin. Fox snickered and shifted her tail, which brushed against Lynx's paws. Lynx chuckled and rolled onto her back, her fluffy tufted ears making Wolf's muzzle twitch. Wolf howled with laughter, and all that wiggling and shifting and giggling made Bear laugh too. Well, it was too much for the mitten to take. With a giant pop I think we should like close the book and then go pop and let all the animals jump out. With a giant pop, out tumbled bear and wolf and lynx and fox and bunny, and off they ran back to their homes, laughing themselves silly the whole way. It was a time of year when the sun set early, so it wasn't long before the boy made his way back up the hill. He was just about to step over the stone wall when a flash of red in the snow caught his eye. "My mitten," he said, and picked it up. It's bigger than he remembered. Puzzled, he turned it over in his hands. Deep inside the mitten, something was moving. Suddenly, a wee head with velvety ears and quivering whiskers peeked out over the cuff. It was Mouse. "Oh," cried the boy. "Hello, little fellow. Have you found yourself a new home in my mitten?" Mouse groomed his whiskers contentedly and crawled back down into his cozy new nest. "I will take you home then," the boy said, "and you may live in my mitten as long as you like and be my friend." The boy put on his mitten, cupped his hand gently around Mouse, and, dragging his sled behind him, headed to his own warm home across the snow. The end. I hope you liked this book, Avery. I love you so much.